Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with Operation Hero's Blade. This is the dreaded Templar-affiliated operative mission type. What does that mean? First of all, it's guaranteed to get Psionic Storm, and at this point in the game, Psionic Storm is one of the scariest sit reps, because sectoids are still leader tier units. If you see a psionic enemy, they're a really strong unit that's limited to 1 per pod. Unless they're in Psionic Storm, in which case the entire pod could be sectoids at force level 1, and that shit's just disproportionately harder than any other sit rep at this point in the game. Except for maybe Mach X, but that one's also here, so it doesn't really matter which one is the hardest sit rep in the early game. We've got them both. And that's not all. The mission type itself is brutally difficult, because this is one of those holdout missions where you finish the mission, and then you have to survive for 4 turns against wave after wave of reinforcements, 2 at a time for the first 2 turns, and it's just rough. When we sent out this squad, we sent out the best we could. We have a pair of assaults, a pair of combat engineers, and a pair of sappers. That's 6 shotguns to help deal with these reinforcements and to stack damage as fast as possible. It's also 4 defensive mines for those reinforcements, and then we brought the extra 2 members, even though it cost us a huge amount of man-hours, to get Kangaroo Tycoon and Night Fright, a Marine and a Marksman, onto the mission to help us deal with that Mach X squad, the possibility of an assassin, round out our 6 shotguns with some more normal shit. And looking at these people, they were carrying the best gear we had at the time. Night Fright is carrying the Advent Long Rifle, the Marksman Carbine is on Kangaroo Tycoon, and I'm pretty sure, yes, we have an Advent Shard Gun on one of our assaults. So we have the absolute best shit we can equipped on this squad to deal with this, because this is just a nightmare mission. Let's see how it goes.
Extraction. We'll need to secure.
Look how cool it is with all of them color-coded in their groups around the door. The sniper's messing it up a little bit, but it's still really neat aesthetically.
For extraction.
To help balance out how hard this mission type is just a little bit, not only are the Resistance operatives trying to help you, you get to control one of the faction soldiers from whoever you're here to help. In this case, a Templar. I have a sound cue from inside this building immediately. I'm tempted to just sprint here, but it's a little bit crazy to do so. For now, let's just run forward and see what's going on around us. What does Rowdy Harlequin have eyes on? Nothing, which is what you want to hear, but also terrifying. And I think we're going to cut straight for this building and try to get on the high ground. We don't want to be over here in the low ground no man's land.
Okay.
We can just go a different route. We don't have to deal with that shit, and I'm not going to. Everyone, your job is now hard sprint in this direction. Templar, just be near them. You don't need to go any further than you have to. Alright, that's everyone sprinting towards the high ground with our concealments. If we have to fight to get on the high ground, that's fine. We just can't afford to walk across this no man's land of easily destroyable half cover in the low ground. That's suicide. And the Resistance can give us some eyes on the enemies who are apparently just right there with them. Alright, good to know. We have a Frost Priest, 2 of them in fact, an Advent Priest and a Purifier in that pod, I think. It's just a 4-man pod. If the Resistance could just take them out on their own over the next couple of turns, I'd really appreciate that. But I do have a sneaking suspicion the Resistance is going to mess this up and die horribly. Oh, there's also a Medrin. Didn't know about him. So far, no shots at anything else. This might be the only pod near them. And they're dealing some decent damage. I don't expect much out of them when it comes to Frost Shields, I'm going to be honest. We're still getting sound cues here. We can start by moving our Templar and see if we get eyes on anything as we come up.
Get down here. We can't evac until we complete the mission.
I guess we're starting with this move on the Marine, because the Templar can't get anywhere near the top. We'll pull into the corner cover here and see if that gets eyes on something through the window. No. Excellent. Gonna run my Templar here to the window and peek through. No eyes. I think everyone's just running as far forward as they can at that point, and hopefully making it at least to the wall.
Move, move, move.
I should be safe to move here if the Templar doesn't have eyes on anything. They could be right around this corner, actually, so moving here could get me caught. Moving here actually couldn't, though, which is fairly funny, and it doesn't get eyes on anything. I wonder where that sound cue is for at this point. My sappers I can still run up top. I'm wondering where I want to put my assaults, though. This sapper I'm going to stop a little bit further down, just so that he's not easily flanked by something walking towards us, but not actually making it to us. I don't know what to do here, because I can't move in this direction. I'll end up pulling by accident. So I'm just going to have these two assaults awkwardly waiting back here to move in next turn. Which is not something I'm happy with, but it's the best I can do for the time being. Also, Tricky Omega has ridiculous cape. So that's actually around here, or maybe even at the objective. Let's see what's going... Oh, hi there! Hi there! This is why I didn't want anyone up top in an easily flankable position. They made it exactly to the first tile that reveals us. Alright, it's go time then. Thankfully, no Beagle Rush shot. You have an Overwatch, not too bad. Yeah, they only got one yellow alert action because they basically full sprinted to the first tile that reveals us. Thanks, game. Really appreciate that. The Resistance is still doing great work on this other pod, which is just not fighting back. I'm more than content to let Resistance single-handedly deal with this. I have no problems at all with that. Return fire is always funny when it's just like a chance of dying to deal 1 damage. Another Frost Priest with their shield gone. They're doing really good work. That might actually be a kill. Very nice. Good job, Resistance. You guys are way better at your job when they don't fight back. The Purifier might take a while though. Getting through that 1 armor is a bit tough for them. Alright, now, they're up top. That's actually fine for us. With a pair of sappers, there's a million ways we can interact with that. The best one is just try to land a grenade perfectly between them and wipe out that top floor that still gives us access to high ground behind it. What's the Overwatch? It's on a Frost Priest. I can just take my grenade here with the sapper. I don't have to move him at all, and he's out of line of sight of everything. So rather than trying to find a way to deal with the Overwatch elsewhere, I'm just taking the grenade on Fantastic Fox. That should nearly kill the Frost Priest and deal serious damage to the mech. Alright, the Frost Priest is now guaranteed dead to a chip shot. We have 9 active. It's definitely counting that other pod. These sectoids are definitely spooky, but they're not actually that scary, to be honest. I have individual concealment on Night Fright. I kind of want to preserve that and not use him here. Code Rookie can get back here with the other sectoid. Wait, we don't need to be back there with the other sectoid. We have more grenades. What am I talking about? I think I'm going to give up on maintaining my concealment on Night Fright immediately and just walk here and chuck a grenade at the other sectoid. Making sure we deal with this pod immediately and cleanly is just really important. And this sectoid is in an awkward position, threatening a lot of different flanks on us. The other ones really aren't a problem. They can't take non-suicide flanks, this guy can. So unfortunately, his good positioning is going to be his death warrant. Now, these two sectoids are probably just doing psionic shit because they don't have flanks to take. I'm not too worried about them. This Spark is taking 2 shots, this Priest is taking 1, that Sectoid is taking 2. We currently have 6 shots, it sounds like that's no room for error. Actually, we can do better than that. We can take the Advent mech out with point blank on Kangaroo. And that's the best thing we can be doing on him. That's much cleaner, that gives us a 2 action spare instead of 1.
There you go.
I would like to be stacking this up. This being his focus, but that likely requires a kill somewhere else. I can do it on this sectoid in the back, actually. And that's perfectly reasonable. I shouldn't have walked to the one tile that was on fire, or off of the map. That was also a bad play. Staying on the map is generally preferred in the land of the sane and the reasonable. We ran out of ground, so we decided to go back, I guess. This is why all the other factions talk shit about Templars. I can pop back out to corner cover here to be safe, or I can move somewhere else. I think just being here seems eminently reasonable. And we still have a lot of actions left for the number of sectoids that are on the map. We probably do not need to invest much more here. I can't quite tell. Is this vision? It's not. kind of surprised we can't see him through that window. I can see him from this corner, but that pulls a lot more fog. I'm going to take this corner cover and Overwatch on Prowling Magus. That seems like a good start. Oh, man. If we had anything... If we had breakthrough on both of these guys, we just run up, slash, and walk away twice. That would be very nice. Unfortunately, we're just going to be taking a load of Overwatches, which isn't what I want to be doing, but it's kind of all we've got. Here I'm just killing the priest. Somebody's going to take the shot and may as well be Code Rookie.
You know that was good.
Kind of 55 here, but I'll take the Overwatch instead. Pen them, make sure they don't take weird flanks.
Okay, I'll go.
And I'm running forward and Overwatching on both assaults, sadly.
Scanning.
I know I could do more than this, but not without risking pulling a lot of Fog of War, and with only 2 sectoids on the map, we're not that worried. We know where Mach X is dropping in. That might be something we can actually interact with if we push hard. That was a little bit brutal, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, there's a 3rd sectoid that dropped down. I knew I was missing somebody, I couldn't figure out what was wrong now. Alright, sectoid, seeing as you're... What's happening? Oh god, guys, come on. Alright, he's out of line of sight, so his disoriented Overwatch shouldn't be able to see us. This other sectoid looks like it's resurrecting below. Alright, I think all of that was not too bad. Definitely a little bit scary, but not too bad. Limits our ability to push hard and deal with Mach X pretty heavily, though. They're still chipping away at that Purifier. It's going to take them a while still. If they get killed by return fire, they might never finish him. Very nice. 3 is one of the highest numbers you can see out of these scrubs. Slowly but surely chipping through this Frost and Fire pod. Very good job, team. Oh my god, they're actually getting through them. What heroes. Also, the number in the top right updated just now after that shot. I don't know what that was about. Maybe I'm going crazy. Alright, please stop doing the heavy breathing, it's very annoying. Okay, we should have pretty good solutions at this point. Phoenix Point is freaking out, so we're gonna take the slash here. And we have to do this first to see what, if anything, this pulls.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
Alright, so that pod's active now. We need to be aware of that. They were just close enough, unfortunately. Oh no, I've ruined all their progress on that Purifier. I'm sorry, guys. Wasn't trying to troll you. Anyone who can get out to this wall can take flank shots at the other sectoid, which makes that one very dead. And we do want to run as far forward as possible, so Rowdy Harlequin's coming out to take this shot. The Templar is now our best way to clear that, because anyone can take a guaranteed shot on the other one, and the Templar needs to be building focus. We've only seen 2 pods so far, so despite Mach X, I think there's at least 1 more and possibly 2 more pods. Elerium Core, Suppressor, Data Cache, nothing important. This fixes his panic, but Fox's panic is as a result of his own personal phobias, and it's not going away. I think I'm still running forward on Storm, even though it could pull. It seems very unlikely to, looking at the solid walls in front of us. I think up here I'm sprinting forward to the top to try to get the best eyes possible.
Got it covered.
Somebody has to shoot the sectoid at some point during the turn. I'd like to kill the other one as well. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Can they all reach that wall? Not all of them. Kangaroo Tycoon is too far back. But that's still pretty solid, and Kangaroo Tycoon can just be the one to kill the sectoid in the front.
I hope it's worth
Let's see if I can't make that happen. So here we have a 91. That's a 9% to let us guarantee a kill on that sectoid. Oh, a zombie dropped over there. That's what the game is trying to show me. I just got so confused.
Absolutely.
And here with Code Rookie and Prowling Magus, we should be able to finish off this sectoid easily enough. Yeah, 100% from the high ground with shotguns. 5 is our minimum damage. He is just dead. Oh, and I thought I had more actions left than I actually did. I probably got confused about Fantastic Fox somewhere in that turn. Alright, Mach X, what do you have for us today? The last time was a bit of a nightmare, so if you could go easy today, that would be wonderful. We have an Assault, a Sniper. I'm not sure what the other two are just yet. They might be rookies. Yeah, the active squad over here is going to deal a lot more damage to the Resistance than it used to. Sorry about that. I've undone all of their progress on that Purifier. Oh, those poor guys. This is what you get when you help XCOM, I guess. Was that a civilian that overwatched? What was that? Oh, that's not good. Oh, right, yeah, Mach X just shows up in places. The flare is only a suggestion. They were actually inside the building. I was really hoping that glitch would somehow have resolved itself. No idea what the hell that's about. Then the return fire comes through and kills him. Hey, he lived. It's better than I imagined it. Oh, there was a Frost Priest next to them. I would recommend focus firing the Frost Priest and not shooting at the armored targets you're never going to kill. But I mean, it's your life. Live it or lose it however you wish. At least that guy is shooting the healer instead of the healee. Oh my god, they almost killed him a second time. What do I know? Apparently they can bring down the Purifier. Okay, this Mach X squad. 2 here, 2 here. Is this a 1 rocket range? Can I get both? Well, all the cover, fall damage, shred, that's really, really good. A little bit prone to bad RNG on the actual rocket parts. Let's just quickly figure out what we're dealing with. Scatter mags. So what does that entail? Oh, this is a Psi operative. You need to die, you have guaranteed damage. You're a skirmisher. Terrifying, you need to die. I mean, they all need to die. This one is a rookie, I was right, I did see too many of those guns. Wait, no. They're all rookies. They all have RK in the front of their name, they're all low ranked, but that doesn't mean anything. This one is an Assault. I realized I was wrong because I saw that sword on their back. And this last one I saw, the Gremlin, is a Support. What do you have eyes on? You can see everyone except for the Skirmisher. Much further back, my other combat engineer has the same rocket with only marginally worse scatter. And it's like right at the edge of range for him. There's no way he's contributing anywhere near as much as the other combat engineer might. So I take this rocket here on Code Rookie. We got both of them, we got their cover, we got the ground beneath them. Fantastic rocket from Code Rookie. Now, pretty much anyone can kill these guys. They are fish in a barrel, I think. So I'm going to mark them off as dead in my head. I've got 100% with Storm and my Sniper already. Honestly, I just take the second rocket here. These guys are the biggest threat on the map. This shreds their armor, gets them in one-shot range. Yeah, there's nothing else that's going to warrant these rockets anywhere near as much. And this gets us to the point where we can probably kill all of them in one turn. Look, Fox, I appreciate that you're pretending to have actions, but just stop wasting my time. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks right now, which is just enough to kill every single one of them. Looking at this, the closest we're getting here is to this tile. And you've already moved, so it's not interrupting anyone else's movement. So move as far forward as I can on Prowling Magus and see if I can't get a kill here. Only a 75, not as high as I would like it to be. That's fine, we have room for a little bit of error. That is, unfortunately, all of our room for error, though. We might be using AoE suppression here, if these two survive, and those will be the ones that survive if multiple survive. I can run and gun to here, shoot one of them. And I can run and gun further to here to shoot another one. My sniper's gonna be shooting here, I think, since no one else is getting a good position for this. Let's take that shot now. Actually dead. Got his mag rifle. Imagine actually attacking mag weapons when you could just farm Mach-X for 50 missions. Yeah, I don't know about that plan, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here I take run and gun. On Phoenix Point, I sprint forward to here, I take out Melissa. It's 20% less to aim in the other direction, so I can't rely on that. I was wondering if I could avoid moving my Templar forward to minimize risk, but I can't. I can run forward on Phoenix Point and take a similar shot. I'm going to. 83. I didn't even look at what that guy dropped. They're all going down, no bleed-outs today. Got their scatter mags. Here I have a 100%, but if I can avoid taking the risk, then I will. Going to run forward to here, and I'm going to quickly check something that's sort of weird. I might be more accurate when I'm suppressing. However, I'd like to know that this guy is dead. I'd rather pull another pod. So I take the 82, and if I miss, then I use the Templar. That's fine. He can stay there and be spec ops durability. That doesn't matter to me at all. I might want to run my Templar this way to start getting in range of the next pod. I can just, like, shoot this guy, but it's just such a low priority. Like, I can just brace my sniper next turn and shoot him with the pistol, it's fine. I'm gonna run my Templar back in the other direction to start participating with the stragglers in that other pod. Purifier booking it. I'm really sorry about all this resistance. I feel like it's kind of my fault, because you were doing great before I participated. At least they're not getting crit by the med drone. Brawl's Priest is... well, it's gonna be hard to participate if you're too cold to run at them. I think that's a miss. Yeah, good. I don't know what's really a resist. It looks like he just missed. The menace is still up. Oh no. That Purifier has done so much more damage than the other units, even though he hasn't killed anyone. Wait, no, that's not true anymore. He totally has killed someone now. Okay, first part of this, we brace here. And then we realize that... oh, he actually is a squatty. I was gonna say, lead the target is better than shooting this down guy. But actually, I can't lead the target, so I just shoot my pistol. It's really hard to shoot sitting ducks, man. Like, it sounds like it should be easy, but have you ever seen a sitting duck? It's a really small target profile. I can sprint in and kill this guy. And if I do this, I can, like, run into full cover somewhere and set up to kill the priest next turn. Let's do that. It's just this, the Purifier, and the priest. We're pretty close to sorting out this pod, too, because Resistance has been doing great work over here. I can fall back to half cover here, or I can fall to full cover here. I'm just worried that if I run here, I, like, pull a pod out here and die. The Purifier is, right here at the minute. The thing least likely to result in this soldier dying is just going back to this corner cover. And I don't care if he gets wounded, so I'm just going to drop into this corner cover. Now the real question is, do I just leave him over there alone to sort that out? Or do I send somebody to help? Somebody has to help because he can't kill the Purifier without putting his own life at risk. Which is a kind of funny problem. If actually we can just get 2 people with eyes on this priest, we can chip it down guaranteed. And I'm sure somebody somewhere can do something to it. So yeah, we can help a lot. Yeah, from here we can see the priest, and that's a kill on the priest then. 10% sounds bad until you realize we've got a stock and he's just dead.
Did you see that one?
Next, we need to finish this man off. That's actually just incredibly easy for us to do. Even if we miss, he's going down. And everyone else just pile in, get ready for the oncoming fights. Make sure no one patrols into us unpunished. This Purifier really can't do anything too relevant with his last breaths on this earth. I'm talking a lot of shit. Thanks to the armor rework, thanks to damage calculation changes, he's actually... oh, I was not expecting to actually fight here. That Purifier can't be killed with a stock, though. Good shit. shot, Tricky Omega. Very nice. Skirmisher, Demolitioners, Stun Lancer, and Trooper still up. I think we killed a normal Trooper or a subtype of Trooper. God, you guys are just not messing around today. You heard Psionic Storm and you brought your A game. We didn't have as good of a line of sight as we would really have wanted for that pod, unfortunately. And the Purifier goes down with no further work from us. Good job, Resistance. Now, I believe we have 5 up, one of which is heavily damaged. We've got a 70% here. No grenades, so somebody else will be clearing the way for them. We have 2 grenades on Fantastic Fox and 3 on Prowling Magus, so Prowling Magus will be taking the grenade. Am I abandoning cover and going hard? I believe I am. We just have enough people around that we can take all this out if we give up cover. So this clears out all the cover, chips them all down to 1 shot. The Skirmisher still needs to be dealt with, but we have a way to do that with our assaults and their swords. Unfortunately, no high rolls on the 3 health, so we do have to shoot them still, but those are guaranteed kills. On our Marine, we can run forward and grenade the Skirmisher if we need to. We have guaranteed kills on all 3 of those with shotguns. Here are the 3 shotguns. All we need to do is kill the Skirmisher. So I have a 70% here, and if I miss, I can throw a grenade on the Marine. Yeah, that's just all it is. 30% chance to lose your grenade, and a corpse. Good job, Night Fright. So then we just run forward on everyone. Phoenix Point takes out the Stun Lancer. We have to make sure we do have eyes on all of this, but Phoenix Point only has 1 choice here.
Check it before you get too close.
Tricky Omega can get eyes on both of them, and where is our last one? Fantastic Fox can get eyes on both of them. I'm going to go a little bit further back to make sure I don't somehow body block my previous line of sight. But that is everything sorted, pod down immediately.
That's right.
No risk being taken with this one. Not going to walk any further than this for fear of pulling. And going to stick with everyone else just to keep this as condensed as possible. We're all in the same spot, we can move quickly to whatever we pull by accident. Down here, anyone who has split off, run straight back. I'm going to circle around this way just to make sure I don't pull anything. Going to fall back a little bit in Overwatch. And the Templar just gets to the ladder this turn. 21 down so far, going very smoothly. This team has just been doing work. 6 shotguns is just a lot of damage. I don't know if that was an instant alien phase and it was just resistance. I wasn't paying enough attention. We're just going to reload Overwatch. Anyone in the front, anyone in the back is going to catch up.
Back online. On Overwatch.
Resistance activity immediately. I think there are no aliens left until we progress. Oh, right. I should have picked up that loot. We'll live. My mind is just elsewhere on this mission type. So we're sprinting into the building at this point, and I'll be back with you once we're ready to start the final phase. Alright, I believe this is it. We're really symmetrically arranged, but I don't know if it matters. At the front, facing most of the map, we have our long-range soldiers, our marine, our marksmen, combat engineers behind that, assaults behind that, and all the way in the back, the sappers. I'm expecting they're all going to drop on the roof. My experience has been the more spread out I am, the more unpredictable the drop is. And if everyone's just like standing directly next to each other, they drop directly on top of us. So even if they drop a little bit further away, we can almost certainly get a defensive line to them unless they drop like all the way out here, which I have seen before. But regardless, what happens next depends on the roll of the dice with where these guys spawn. So let's trigger this event. Right on top of us, is the second one going to be stacked, or is it somewhere else? Not perfectly, but it is stacked. That's very good news. If I drop down to here, I can chuck a defensive mine at this. But I might not want to be at ground level. Can anyone else get over here to throw a defensive mine this round? The sapper can. From here, go 1 tile edge here, perfect.
Sure thing.
Defensive mine this up. I'm going to drop it on the left to make sure there's still some sort of path. If it's in the center, I can kind of imagine it blowing up the entire walkway and trapping them here. But at least here there's some way around. Now, from here, I already have a defensive mine. It's not great, though. I am going to accept walking down. I'm going to center the next defensive mine on this one. I don't think this box should be getting in the way. It is not. And then we take an overwatch here as well.
Moving to overwatch.
My sniper is not going to be moving to participate. They're just going to overwatch from where they are. My assault can get in a little bit closer.
I'm on it.
This assault physically cannot participate, so I'm just going to get here and overwatch in case they survive and run up top.
I'm on it.
Rowdy Harlequin cannot get a line of sight no matter what I do. But I can get down here, and if they survive and run right, they'll have a shot, so that's something.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I want Fantastic Fox staying up top. That way we have somebody up here with the defensive mine in case they drop here next.
Overwatch.
And the Marine is obviously running forward to the corner and overwatching.
Scanning.
You guys just need to get up here and join us in safety. Templar is never getting where I would want them this turn, but they can get started on joining us. We always start with Templar on this sort of thing when we're given the option, because Templars cannot participate meaningfully in an Overwatch trap unless they have Blade Storm, and the followers we get given for the mission do not have Blade Storm, ever. Alright, that's a bio captain with some troopers, nothing too bad. The real question, do both pods drop before the first one moves? It looks like both pods drop before the first one moves, which is really good for us. A Warlock, so we have something living through this guaranteed. There's no way we're getting through all of this. But this is gonna be rough for them. I dare you to move. They seem nervous. Oh, I would be too, Jesus. You wanna calm down a bit, Phoenix Point? Apparently you have a mag shotgun. No, no one's calming down, just... Okay. We didn't need the mines, did we? Okay, so... things animate really badly out of order sometimes. The mine has already went off to drop the priest through the floor, but we haven't seen what happened with the rest of it. Okay, the rest of the pod is dead. It has never even alerted us to that happening. Cool. I'm gonna save and reload so that I can see the hole in the ground properly. Or if there even is one, because I'm not quite sure how the priest got down here if there's not a hole. I'm very confused right now, and so is the game. Also, quick note, the current flare is here in case it vanishes when I come back. I'm actually going to mine that up before I do anything else. So from here, I can throw, edge, center. Yeah, we're good. Throw, edge. It always just looks wrong. They're so far away when they're taking the extra tile throw. But yeah, I can get it to here. And now with this Overwatch set up, so I know I can't get tricked by that being remembered wrong, I'm going to reload the save. Okay, yes, there is a hole in the floor. We have one active, it's just the priest. 20% chance for sustain to trigger, which would be very annoying for us. Right, this Risen Warlock is apparently not active. Alright, my sniper is definitely overwatching this next pod, and my Marine is definitely overwatching this next pod. You are definitely hunkering down. You are out of range to do anything, run forward and overwatch with your tiny inconsequential pistol. That leaves us with an assault up top, two of them in fact, a combat engineer there and here. Are you both able to get up top and participate? You are. The assaults already are up top, so it's just Prowling Magus that's locked into helping. I'm gonna drop down and cozy up with this priest. I think it's the best thing I can do here. There's no quick way back up is the problem. Like, if we just leave, can they even get lines of sight on us, really? I'll kill you later, I think is the actual correct opinion to have. Yeah, I'm gonna come up top and overwatch on Code Rookie and on Harlequin. I'm just out of range, I checked that. I'm a little bit worried that we're gonna get caught, but I'm also worried about getting flanked by the priest doing weird stuff. But yeah, with a priest that far away and then a melee enemy, like, they don't have good ways to get back into line of sight of us, so I'm just going to leave. I'm just not gonna deal with that. And this is what I was talking about. You can see there's only one tile left, even though I put it all the way to one side. I was really worried about potentially blocking myself off of getting back if I moved my mines anywhere else.
Scanning.
I'm gonna have this one come forward to the opposite side, just to have assaults spread around a good bit.
Moving to Overwatch.
And this drop, again, it's a double drop, but they're not gonna stand a chance. We have some Frost stuff and another Warlock. Sounds like there's gonna be another zombie on the ground floor. We never actually saw a second flare, but usually that means the second flare is directly on top of the first one. So far the cutscene's identical, so it seems true. Yep, directly on top of the first one. Oh, there's 2 more zombies on the ground level. No one go down there. It's real Dawn of the Dead on the first floor. Also, good job defensive mines. I really appreciate past me taking this mission so seriously. Bye. Yeah, stuff's happening. It said return fire briefly, and I don't know why. Yeah, the Warlock is back up. I might have to save and reload again, because the game just really does not like me defensive mining these drops. Alright, so both of the Warlocks died and fell. There was a lot going on there. I'm not sure what exactly I just saw. He got in range to stasis my Marine, I think. That's fine. Although I do question why my Marine didn't shoot. Oh, it was the first television. I know exactly why.
Get it together.
Couple of Warlocks just trundling around down there. That Priest in stasis. Alright, where's the next flare coming in? Still up top. Is my last defensive mine in range of this one? I think it's Fantastic Fox? No. My last defensive mine is on Harlequin, and Harlequin is in range. 1, 2, throw from here. Perfect.
No problem, boss.
So this is just always happening. And then we Overwatch on you.
Scanning.
Now, the rest of this. We have a Warlock, another Warlock, a Priest, and a Priest. Honestly, we can just keep ignoring them, man. Like, dealing with that sounds really scary. I don't want to. I really do not want to. I'm just going to move my scientist to the other side. I'm going to keep overwatching stuff down here. The mine's here. I'm going to be a little bit respectful of that mine. Maybe more so than I need to. I'm a little bit worried about possible lines of sight from here. But not from here. So probably make us just moving up top and taking an Overwatch. It's not the best, but at least it's something. I might have just fully blocked Code Rookie in. Hey, Code Rookie, can you move? Okay, you can. You're good. Running forward here and taking an Overwatch then.
Overwatch.
You can go kill this Warlock and just run in circles. I can blue move here first and see if there is a kill on the Priest instead that would be better. Because these Warlocks really don't matter at all. So the Priest is still in stasis, unfortunately. So we just take the kill here. And if Storm manages to get himself killed by this Priest, it really doesn't matter. Although the Priest does appear to be on the other side of a wall from us. Yeah, we just run around into corner cover and we're fine. Night Fright stays right where he is in Overwatches. Phoenix Point can stay right where they are with their shard gun and try to kill that Priest if they get the chance. And I think Tricky Omega comes around to the corner here. Alright, another pod comes in. Oh, that's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. I was expecting like 4 sectoids, because I've seen that before, but that's just 1 sectoid and 3 troopers. Stasis over on the Marine. This pod's probably just dead. Some stuff happened, that's for sure. Night Fright killing the sectoid soldier, I think. Yeah. Everything's just going in the wrong order. He'd already taken 4 damage from the mine when that Overwatch went off, I think. Priest running around, doing stuff. Soulmending the other Priest. Some good camaraderie going on between the first 4 Priests. Soulmending back, Soulmend for Soulmend, bro. It's really weird on the first floor these days. Just body after body dropping in. 2 dead warlocks. Oh god, just what is going on down there, man? Another one's coming again. I probably just want to get another kill on Storm. Actually, these priests might just be alive at this point. The thing to do might be to pull back to the other side of the roof. Like, get the scientists out of the way and take cover over here. Because the priests are legitimately a threat. They can stasis us in weird ways and force us to stick around and fight. So we're just going to completely pull back to this side of the roof. We have enough shotguns to overwatch this into oblivion. We are not scared at all. We just need to make sure that nothing funny happens with the first floor catching up to us.
What's over there?
Tricky Omega moving into the same back corner and overwatching. Getting around to the opposite side on Code Rookie. The main thing here is just breaking line of sight through any means necessary with the first floor. Knowing where they're at, they shouldn't be able to get line of sight to this. It's a little bit less guaranteed than other positions, but it's still pretty much guaranteed safe. There is still ways to get vision here against Tycoon. There's nothing I can do about that one, unfortunately. Storm is sprinting up, and unfortunately still able to be in vision of some locations, unless I stop down here, which I will. Just solve that problem nicely. And here we're probably leaving next turn, so we'll take the move on Night Fright finally. Oh, we have 1 left. Phoenix points. Caught behind this box in Overwatch. We can get slightly better odds by moving closer, but that baits fate with Purifiers. 2 Sectoids, 2 Frost Priest. A little bit spooky, but honestly, with a full team Overwatch, I don't know that anyone's living. Why would you ever animate in the right order?
I got it, right?
Terrifying every time. That'll teach me to believe in my team. Alright, where's the evac zone? Suddenly it's a very relevant question. Holy Warrior going down onto a Frost Priest. I honestly don't remember what the original Holy Warrior does. I want to say it's really minor, like 10 aim, 10 mobility. Not 10 mobility, 2 mobility. I don't know what Warlock Curse does. I should probably... It looks like the Risen Warlocks are able to revive enemies, and I've just never seen them before. I've always assumed they were normal enemies, normal zombies rather, and that leaving them alive would be bad, but it appears they still have some abilities. Wandering Curse. I got no idea. I really need to read what these guys do. There's a lot of zombies around. Alright, where's our evac? Is it in the middle? No, that's where they're coming in.
Firebrand is in position for the extraction.
I can hear it on the right somewhere.
Before things get any worse.
Yeah, it's here. Because it's all the way in the corner, though, we can't actually leave this turn. I could drop a grenade on it to make them send it somewhere else. Real quick, though, let's figure out what these zombies do, because apparently they have lots of abilities. You still have Soulfire and Insanity, you say? I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. Storm getting hit here doesn't really matter to me. If I move here, I can drop these Warlocks and kill them. And the main goal here is just to get to a situation where we can safely evac all the real members of our team. I'm sure the fake members of our team don't like it when I phrase it that way. That Sectoid, does he have a clean way up? I don't believe he does. No, but he probably has eyes on Night Fright, which is annoying. I can just pull it on Code Rookie. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. He'll be fine. Can I fight our way through this? There's honestly not that much. So this Frost Priest has more shield than normal. Does it turn into Ice Shield, though? It looks like it does, based on the way this is highlighting. I can't really tell, to be honest. I can drop the Frost Priest. He's one of the few enemies that's actually able to be a threat to me. It looks like he has a buddy that is beneath him, right? His friend is down here somewhere. I actually have no idea where the other priest is. I'm going to evac Night Fright this turn, just to get an idea of what's going on down here. We can drop the sectoid as well with a grenade from over here. But that's better to do on an assault. The combat engineer, code rookie, should be coming down here to kill the Frost Priest. That'll be in range of evac. Worst case scenario, I take a 2 damage wound here. Not even. So now we clear out this Frost Priest. And with that done, we can run Night Fright to evac and see what on earth is going on here. Where is that second priest at? Because I need to know that to make plans. Okay, the second priest is on the first floor still. I can just move forward and chuck a grenade over the edge. That'll deal with this Frost Priest as an actual threat to any other soldiers. It's not, like, super valuable in terms of killing enemies, but I'm just trying to break line of sight from these guys and leave everyone on the roof safe. The scientist has to make progress towards the objective. Are we killing this sectoid? We kind of need to. I think if I move Fantastic Fox first, they should be good.
Sure thing.
Let me check that. With that done, can Harlequin... I can't quite get the position I want. I could just grenade to drop the sectoid like I do with everyone, but I feel like I have a pretty good kill on it, I just can't find it. I can come all the way down here. Better to just take a slash, really. Where is my Templar? Oh, they're just out of actions already. Oh, I can take a run and gun on the other side. There we go.
Coming in for the kill.
So I can drop down here. Oh, I'd rather be up top and... yeah, obviously. Just obviously. I'd rather be up top for the aim bonus. Not a kill, but not a surprise either. We have more damage coming. Tricky Omega can drop down and take a shot, or take a slash. Honestly, it's better to take the shot. The slash is much further away from evac. We should have another 100% from here. Yep, we do. Finish that off. That removes the threat of mind control and panic stranding a soldier here.
I'm running low on ammo.
Rowdy Harlequin just moves forward and overwatches, I imagine.
Whatever you say.
We need somebody up top to potentially pull any overwatches that come down.
Covered.
Fantastic Fox has already moved once, and they're in dash range of the objective, so put an overwatch down on the evac. Prowling Magus probably just moves with here and overwatches. Seems like the best thing they're doing.
Overwatch.
The scientist, right, yeah, the whole reason we're here. If I were to be here, I'd be in vision of the enemy. So I'm going to come all the way down here, I guess. And that just leaves Night Fright, who is supposed to lead this turn and not get shot to death. Sectoid, Frost Priest, Stun Lancer. Pretty spooky. We're definitely not controlling this pod, we're running. But let's see what the Overwatch situation is.
They're trying to flank us.
Sectoid Overwatch is on the ground floor, those might be avoidable. Stun Lancer, Frost Priest is definitely not avoidable. The Priest is soul mending, that's fine, I don't care about healing at all. All that really matters is that they're trying to get weird lines of sight to throw a stasis on a soldier and forcing me to stay and fight. A couple more Risen Troopers just wandering around because I left the Warlocks down there to resurrect people for ages. They are really healing that sectoid, aren't they? Buff the sectoid too, just get everyone in tip-top condition, why not? An Overwatch on that floor, Risen Troopers wandering around, but they can't reach me. Don't have to worry about that Dawn of the Dead shit, the Resistance is still somewhere pretending to help. And I think we're good. Bradford, I know, I'm trying to leave. You're the one who dropped the dropship on the opposite side of the building. Now, I've got Harlequin at full ablative health. Think they just run first, and that's all there is to it.
Will do.
Even if they get hit here, it's fine. It's only second shots that'll wound. That was embarrassing of them. Sectoid's not going to be doing anything too bad. They're not even landing their shots, apparently. Man, we pulled all the Overwatches with that. It didn't take a single one of them. Great job, Harlequin. Did everything I could ever have wanted from you. And everyone else, please tell me you can actually escape. I didn't actually check. I was just very confident that I did this right last turn and didn't do any double checking. There appears to still be one Overwatch, so we'll run first with Storm and try to pull it there. In fact, I'll just like jog around up top a little bit before I come down to make sure I pull it on Storm, because I don't want that wound on my soldiers. Sorry about that, Storm. Yeah, why'd he fall over like he died if he didn't take damage? Well, at least Prowling Magus got the loot from him. Apparently Storm's real name was Sally James. I think the first shot knocked the ground out from under them? I don't know why they fell. Oh yeah, they were over here. The ground got knocked out from under them. Well, that's why I ran it on someone I didn't love. Sorry about that, Sally. Now everyone else, everyone that actually matters, can make it out safely. No one important died.
Location confirmed.
Let's all get out of here. He's only on fire. We can easily put that out on the Sky Ranger, don't worry about it. He's making a big deal out of nothing, mountains out of molehills.
Location confirmed.
Is that everyone? Yeah. Alright, good job, team. Not even a single wound. What are you talking about?
Secure and in position for evac.
That was a fantastic mission. That could have gone so much worse than it did.
XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Excellent work out there.
46 of 55 killed. I consider that way more than good. You have unreasonable standards, Bradford. 3 kills and 27 damage on Night Pride, a pretty good showing from our sniper. 5 of 43 on one of our assaults. Tricky Omega was 6 and 34, both of them doing very good work. Code Rookie at 4 and 29 with a pretty miserable shot accuracy, honestly. 2 and 31 on Rowdy Harlequin, really getting carried by those defensive mines. Same thing on Fantastic Fox. Look at that shot accuracy, it is embarrassing. Prowling Megas at 4 and 61, better shot accuracy, but still very clearly carried by explosives. 2 and 21 on Tycoon. Oh man. I feel like they should have done better. I feel like they just didn't shoot as many shots as I would expect them to for how many times they were on Overwatch. Oh, that makes it very sad. I'm gonna be honest with you though, 5 and 33 with 0% shot accuracy, that's just not the MVP. Like, we have 5 and 43 there and 6 and 34 here with much better shot accuracies. But, like, you don't deserve this MVP, that's just there to guilt trip me. 5 and 33 is objectively worse than 5 and 43 with not 0% shot accuracy. In fact, quite good shot accuracy. But no, this guy's a kill stealer and the Dead Templar, they're an MVP. That is a gross bias, Bradford. I'm not taking that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and exercise executive privilege as commander and give the MVP to Phoenix Point instead. That's nonsense. The one mission where assaults do really well and don't get bullied all mission, and we just give the MVP to the dead guy out of pity instead of the assaults. Now, honestly, the biggest thing we're getting out of this mission is not anything to do with the loot or the rewards. The biggest thing we're getting out of this mission is these soldiers back on the roster. We really need them. And a whole lot of promotions, just everyone getting promoted for that. No wounds, not even tired on most of them, I think. That's incredible. We got a single Chorus Oppressor and a data cache, almost nothing, but we did get a Scientist.
Advent stands no chance against our combined might, Commander.
Research time decreased by 25%, that's pretty substantial. Let's go through those promotions. Kangaroo Tycoon, making it to Sergeant. As a Marine at Sergeant, they get a plus 15% up from 10% on their reaction shots, and they get an additional round of their magazine. Ever Vigilant just doesn't appeal to me that much, even on soldiers like Marines that specialize in Overwatch fire, because generally speaking, I'm going to be running around and shooting and suppressing, I'm not going to be sprinting somewhere. Ever Vigilant's good, like it's obviously not bad, it's a strict upgrade. You can find yourselves very frequently in situations where you have a cannon, you're out of line of sight on a blue move, and you full sprint to get an Overwatch to be relevant to do anything. Like, so often, I say, you either coin flip this shot or you're doing nothing, and I take a 50% shot that's terrible. And in that same line of reasoning, that's where Ever Vigilant tends to get value. You either sprint and get in position and get an Overwatch, or you're not helping. So Ever Vigilant's good, it's not bad. And Strutter, or Splinter Armor rather, the lesser variant of it that applies to assault rifles, is obviously great, but pin 'em down is just necessary for Marines to do their jobs. Now when you pin someone down, when you use suppression, you're going to apply Disorient, which breaks mind controls on anything that had Disorient vulnerability and access to mind control. And if they can't be disoriented, they still get a 33% mobility penalty, which really helps with a lot of things like Rulers and the Assassin. Pin 'em down is just so useful for your core functionality as a Marine. Phoenix Point making it to Sergeant, I've talked about it a million times, we're taking Breakthrough. Breakthrough lets you swing your sword and then move, and that basically just lets you swing your sword entirely because before it was a death trap and you couldn't actually do it. Compared to more mobility every 4 turns on deep reserves when you use run and gun, or hit and run for taking flanking shots with your shotgun, neither of these are the biggest deal, but Breakthrough is tremendously valuable. Both of our sappers from that mission are getting promoted. They're both taking blast padding. Congratulations to Prowling Magus and to Fantastic Fox. You're slightly less likely to die randomly now. I believe both of my combat engineers are also taking Smokescreen. Congratulations, Code Rookie. And who was the other one on the mission? Rowdy Harlequin. Great names. Both taking Smokescreen, both getting a lot more valuable as a utility soldier. Our other assault is still only a squaddy, so they're going to Corporal and taking Honed Edge. The difference in an 88% death trap and a 100% death trap doesn't really matter because it's still a death trap that leaves you out in the open, but sometimes Honed Edge is usable as opposed to never when it's at 88%. And Night Fright picking up Lead the Target, which is just very valuable in terms of versatility of options with this 2-action gun. Because the sniper rifle is incredible, but it's still just a hassle to use, and Lead the Target really helps to mitigate that a little bit. And that's all of our promotions handed out. And sorting by status, how many people are ready now? We actually have over an entire team ready. We don't have to keep licking our wounds at the minute, that's great news. And coming over to Decoy Express, they are at 2 health. Not so great there. However, I'm not going to be staying at Templar HQ. I think we're good enough now that we have those soldiers back. I'm going to be moving over to that intel scan that I was working on earlier. I really want our 3rd region, and not having it is slowing us down substantially. And there's a lot on the docket right now. We need this region, we need the scientists, we need to make a radio relay at our 2nd region. There's just a lot that we need to be doing. Whoa! Oh, right, yes, I wasn't doing this earlier. We have an engineer mission. We have to go do this. We've been waiting to get soldiers, and we finally have them, so we're sending them, but there's not a lot to go around afterwards. We're right back into the fatigue spiral. Now, looking at this mission, since the squad is not going to have concealment more likely than not, taking a Reaper is really valuable to give me control over that first engagement. And then the other 5 soldiers are just the best soldiers I have available, I think. Without stacking any one class too hard, so... yeah, I'm going to take my better sapper, I'm going to take Flagship. I was looking at bringing a medic on this team, but honestly, I don't think a medic is right with a 6-man team. I feel like they don't have enough power behind them. If they can trip over pods of 5 and 6, a 5-man team, because the Reaper's in stealth somewhere else, with a medic feels so hard to manage. Alright, I think this is the team I'll be sending out. I'm sending Phoenix Point right back out with another Advent Shard Gun. Everyone's just carrying grenades except for our 1 smoke grenade on the Combat Engineer. Double Sappers. It's a very aggressive, relatively short-range team, so I've actually put an Advent Mag Cannon onto Total Halibut just to help round them out a little bit. Because otherwise we're coming in with 4 shotguns, a bullpup, and a vector rifle, and there's nothing long range whatsoever on the team. Honestly, maybe I should just embrace that right now and not even try the Mag Cannon strat. The Scattergun also saves me 4 hours on the Infiltration itself, so yeah, I'm just gonna give up on the whole idea of having long range for this mission, I think. This is just gonna be an up-close, personal, super aggressive sort of mission. Charging in with shotguns, throwing defensive mines on their feet, that sort of thing. And except for this 1 shard gun, which I think is really relevant to them, I don't think we have any other weapon upgrades that really matter. We can put a long rifle onto our tech specialist, which isn't the craziest thought in the world, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, this is what we're sending for Operation Reluctant Pipe. It's only moderate difficulty, the Lost are here to help us, and we're getting an engineer out of it, which will be incredible. 6 days, 3 hours, not the worst infiltration time. Good luck, team. And I think we're just crippled on manpower again now. 5 ready. I still only have 9 wounds. Like, yes, I would like to sit at Templar HQ. But is that even helpful? Like, I have to. I just don't have a choice. I have to try to get out of this fatigue spiral. 395 supplies. If I get a mission that I have to take, I can hire rookies for it. And that is the world we're in right now. We are deep in the fatigue spiral at the minute. And we're probably going to have to hire rookies for the next mission, but we need to come here to start working our way out of the fatigue spiral. That scientist just isn't happening, I don't think. Wait, no, that's ridiculous. This is just a covert action. We can hire 2 random rookies and send them on it. And we should be hiring the ones with the most will, which is a 44 currently in Toxic Tyrant, and then a 42 in Stalwart here. And then we have Arrogant Plebeian and Talent Autopsy as the new recruits available. And I think this gain ability points mission also doesn't matter to us. It's just, like, we don't really need a health stack, so I'm going to immediately hire 2 more soldiers to send on that as well. One of those will be Talent Autopsy, and then Famine Crash. I might have messed up naming this one, because your name appears to be Lazy Aristocrat, which makes me think I swapped their last name and their code name when I made that one. Whoops. And we're going to send out a pair of missions now for Rescue Scientist, as well as gain ability points with those rookies. This Rescue Scientist mission is a mobility win, really. I don't think there's anything to be done about that, to be honest. Yeah, I've already got a mobility mission banks, don't I? And it doesn't matter, because the Assault is stacking abilities in the hospital anyway. Not that we have a hospital, which is half the problem. So congratulations to Famine Crash, who apparently looks really, really cool and took his clothing style from Flagship Inferno and the Purge Priest. Not a bad aesthetic. Since we have new soldiers, we have new people who found the Chrysalis Head Bucket and need to have the hats removed. Alright, with their civilian disguises on, we don't care about a soldier wound risk, really. These 2 rookies can go and try to figure out what's going on with this scientist. Hopefully in 9 days we'll actually be able to go on that mission.
Don't worry, Commander.
We can also go on and gain ability points. Again, not super concerned with this mission reward. I just need more soldiers, I need more troops to go around, so sending rookies out to get promoted is the thing to do. This one is going to be Toxic Tyrant and Jaded Hair, and again, we're going to need to tell them to stop wearing the funky chrysalid helmets, please God. And again, Soldier Wounded doesn't matter to me, I can take that risk. Stalwart Hair, Toxic Tyrant, welcome to the club. Good luck in your new mission. Is there anything else that we can send out now? Hunt the Chosen doesn't need to be done right now. Recon Offsite Facility doesn't need to be done right now, and I'm not giving out my sergeants anyway. I could do this. It's not terrible, but I don't think I want to. Modular Vector Rifles doesn't matter to me. Experimental Item is nice. I might actually send this one out. Exhaustive Training is incredible, but we have to have soldiers available to send on the mission. Do I want to hire 2 more rookies and send them on this? If I were to do that, that would run me 90 credits, leaving me at 125, so I could hire only 2 more rookies, which might leave us short a rookie for the next mission, right? Right now we have 5 ready soldiers. Both Pioneers are nowhere near being usable. The next people to come back on deck are coming back on deck in 3 days, and it's just 1 person. Yeah, I actually can't afford to send that mission. And I also can't afford to leave Templar HQ. We're trapped here. Shit. Search and destroy advanced alien, huh? Mission timer increased by 1. Air patrols is rough. Counter hidden dark events. Ah, shit. Alright, we have to hire at least 2 rookies for this mission. They're going to be 41 Will, Arrogant Plebeian, and 50 Misspelled Terror Rhythm. I knew I'd find what I've misspelled eventually, I just hoped it never would happen. But, Terror Rhythm it is. Alright, let's go kit out this mission, because we're doing it. It's just going to be a rough ride. Alright, this is what I've cooked up. It involves the words 4 HP tank. Look, he mostly survives through armor. But the main reason I'm bringing him is because alpha striking is really important. And honestly, just 1 good turn with overdrive, kinetic strike, a flamethrower, like, that's enough to outvalue a rookie. And I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. Now, for the rest of the team, we have Prowling Magus with a pile of frag grenades and nothing else. And we have some unusual combat engineers. Last mission I was talking about how maybe I should use mag cannons on my combat engineers to be more long-ranged. Well, this mission I'm doing that. I've got a pair of mag cannons and not much else in the form of advanced weaponry to give these soldiers, and these are the only soldiers available. We had to hire arrogant plebeian and terror them off the street to go on this mission, so this is what we have, period in the story. It's why we're using the 4 health tank. So I got the marksman carbine on my medic because they're the most reliable soldier I have that uses assault rifles and only assault rifles. Mag cannons on my combat engineers, a scatter gun on my assault and my sapper. In terms of unusual gear, I have AP rounds on my assault because if something has armor, I don't know that I can get it shredded for them. They need to get through it on their own. I've got tracers on one of these 2 combat engineers. I'm also going to go through and equip everybody with whatever I can in terms of attachments. That'll be lightweight cannons, or lightweight frames rather, on the cannons to help with the mobility penalties. And that's it. I've thrown out whatever attachments I can on all of my soldiers, which is usually just like a reflex sight, a basic one, or a lightweight frame. As you can see, I don't have enough attachments to go around. There's just nothing on this assault rifle. I could throw on like basic reflex sights, I guess. I may as well. But I'm really out of attachments that are actually clear upgrades to put on guns. Like, I can put on a bipod, it's just arguably bad, so I don't want to. Oh, you know what? Basics don't have penalties. I was thinking of the advanced bipod. Well, I may as well give them bipods then. It's literally objectively wrong not to. But yeah, this is the team. We've got Big Green and Little Green in the back. These are just the people we have. I think we can do this. Search and Destroy Advanced Alien is not a mission type I've done before. I'll be interested in seeing what's considered advanced for our current force level. Is our first level 6 yet? It's still 5, it's the 12th, that's good, that's good. But it's still a problem, because this team is not good. I try to avoid bringing rookies with me on the first month. We're at the end of either the 3rd or 4th supply drop, and we've got rookies, and that's real bad. Anyway, that's a problem for future me. I'm done for now. I'd rather Incoherent. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you're liking the series. I hope we get out of this fatigue spiral soon. And I'll see you in the next one, where, spoilers, the fatigue spiral does not end.